This is a thermobar. We're attaching a thermobaric ammunition. Have you seen Dracaris? How close to yourself can you make a thermobaric explosion without consequences for yourself? We don't know because we haven't checked. We don't want to take risks. We don't have extra people for that. We are equipping the drone, the parts for detonation, the circuit board, the electric detonator. The guys are now equipping ammunition. Joining the army was my decision. I asked myself what person I want to be when my child grows up and asks me the question, "Dad, what did you do during the war?" I knew exactly what I had to do. And it was a well-thought-out step. What division, what specialty to choose. Everything on the front line is related to drones in one way or another. They help us during the defense of positions. They help to support our groups during the assault, and they also help to provide help to our fighters where logistics are complicated, and in principle it's impossible to help in any other way. If you have eyes in the sky, it saves the lives of the fighters. They less often need to go to the observation posts, but at the same time it has a bad relaxing effect. Because there are weather conditions when the drones cannot perform these tasks, and then it's necessary for the infantrymen to watch after the enemy to prevent approaches in their positions, and in such moments you shouldn't forget that drones cannot always save you from the enemy entering a trench. Scotch tape is a must-have item in any household, especially in the drone operator team. Electrical tape and scotch tape are suitable, but only blue, not black. This is what our engineers do. They increase explosiveness, adjust everything for drones. My task is simple: to raise the drone and make a throw in time. And how it all happens, I don't know, that's why I'm not a commander. Can we practice accuracy? I thought we'd just show the explosion and that's it. We like the way it explodes. Now the main exercise will be to fly to a selected target, which we have chosen in a safe area for everyone. And we will stand here and see everything. Have you already created two ones? Then everything is great. At first glance, it seems that this is a safe job for war. You sit in FPV goggles, control the movement with your fingers, like in the game, without exposing yourself to danger. But this is an imaginary safety. Because of this, all sorts of jokes are made about us in other units. This is already such a Ukrainian mentality. We always think that the work that someone else does is easy, but only what I do is difficult. And also that no one can do it better than I can. But all these conversations continue until the enemy finds us, also with the help of drones. Drone pilots are one of the highest priority targets, nearly on the same level as special forces. Every kind of weapon will be fired on us. Then it's not easy for us, and all other units, infantrymen, scouts, asks us to stay away from them. They ask to stay away from any of their points, because if the Russians start firing on us, they will burn everything and everyone.
Я її забрав.
How far do these drones fly? It depends on what the battery will be used and how much the ammunition weighs. We are checking whether the video works, the connection with the remote control. It happened that the propellers were spinning incorrectly and the drone was overturning. So you should always watch and listen to the UAV working process. Well, enemy drones and projectiles pose a threat to them as well. You have to do everything very quickly so as not to be hunted. That's all, let's go. The electronic board is first physically erected before takeoff, then it has a safe time of 3 minutes. This is so that it doesn't detonate immediately in case of some accidents. Usually 2 minutes is the time during which we fly through all our positions, the position of our infantry, and manage to fly through the front line to the enemy rear. I'm gonna install it. Take off. Now we'll throw cumulative ammunition from Mavic. Its weight is 540 grams. It's used to defeat enemy fighters hidden under cover. It's weak for equipment, but in extreme cases it can be used against equipment. We have a small but friendly team. We almost always talk informally with our command. We support each other on the front line and spend time together after the rotation. It's like a new family, really. I could never have thought that I would one day say that in the army I had another family that we adore. None of us would change it for anything. We are here to the end, to victory. The drone lost contact and fell. Will we find it? Do we have a video? Where did it fall? Today we had a basic training of the UAV platoon. We practiced flying the FPV drone to the target, tested different types of ammunition, new boards, and also worked with the launch systems for the Mavic. As you could see, not all of our shells explode. There are some conditions, sometimes technical deficiencies of certain equipment. We carry out such training in order to minimize all the shortcomings already in combat conditions. All the equipment that we bring to combat positions undergoes primary and secondary inspection by engineers, and then we work with normal working equipment in combat conditions.